Item: SCP-919. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: Revised. As of Data expunged. SCP-919 is to be kept in a locked storage room with no windows and 2 armed guards at all times. All personnel to interact with SCP-919 must pass a psychological evaluation. Description: SCP-919 appears to be an ordinary, full-length mirror in excellent condition. Once a living subject has been in front of SCP-919 for 15 seconds, the reflection breaks synchronization and begs for the subject not to leave. The reflection appears to be completely self-aware, and has shown to have access to all of the subject's memories. When the subject makes any move to leave, the reflection quickly becomes hysterical. Once the subject is no longer in a place where they can be reflected by SCP-919, the reflection screams and violently disintegrates. Repeated exposures to the same subject have shown that the reflection is cognizant of what happened to it before. Extended exposure to a subject has shown that the reflection has no need of sustenance, though this was detrimental to the subject's mental health. SCP-919 was discovered after an incident in the town of. The owner of SCP-919 had apparently died of dehydration. It is unclear as to when SCP-919 came into the owner's possession, or what caused it to become active, if it wasn't already. Local authorities were eager to get rid of SCP-919. While SCP-919 has proved invulnerable to damage, its effective range can be neutralized by merely covering it. This results in the immediate disintegration of any reflection that has broken synchronization. Multiple subjects being exposed to SCP-919 behave as expected. Each individual reflection breaks synchronization and disintegrates at the appropriate time. The use of additional mirrors has been shown to extend SCP-919's active range. Also worth note is that SCP-919 has no ability for mimetic contamination. Its apparent control over individuals is entirely verbal persuasion.